Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more latest news now. Big breaking news now is it's reported out now that apparently Real Madrid's game against Tottenham the other night, apparently Barcelona were keeping a close eye out on Christian Eriksen and Harry Kane. Apparently, so they went to the Bernabeu and Barcelona were currently watching them in the current process, which was Eriksen and Harry Kane in the process, because we know Harry Kane's still at Tottenham, we know Eriksen's still at Tottenham, and as we know, Harry Kane, especially if he's going to be sanctioned off, he's going to cost a staggering amounts of money. He's probably going to be worth more than Neymar now in the process, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But it did report out yesterday, because we know, according to the Dan Ballon Spanish publication, that Kane is still a target for Real Madrid, especially. It did say yesterday in the press, if they did fail to get the pursuit of Harry Kane Real Madrid, they may have an alternative target, which is Marcus Rashford, as well. And this was leaked in ESPN yesterday. And this latest news, Barcelona apparently have been keeping a close eye out at the Bernabeu on Kane and Eriksen in the process, because Christian Eriksen is an attacking midfielder for Spurs, very competitive, very tenacious, very good in the air. He's been there, I think this is his fifth season now in the process. He's made over a century appearances. I think he's made about 142 appearances and he's scored 34 goals for the Tottenham. He's an ex-Ajax player as well. Won titles with Ajax, as I said, won Danish Football of the Year, quite a few times as well. Also made his debut for his national team in 2010, and also the youngest player to play in the 2010 FIFA World Cup for South Africa as well, Christian Eriksen. But he's also won Tottenham Player of the Year award. He was at Ajax quite a few years. I think he made over a century appearances for Ajax as well. He's also won Ajax Talent of the Future at Ajax, Talent of the Year, as well as the player. But he's a very good attacking midfielder. Tottenham have purchased him for, I think it was just over £11 million back in 2013. Christian Eriksen. So apparently Barcelona have been watching him. Also been watching Harry Kane in the process as well. So Barcelona went to the Bernabeu to currently watch these two players in action. But Harry Kane, as I said, over a century of goals now, all in all. He's won the Golden Boot last couple of years. It's also said Real Madrid, attracting a player. As I said, he hasn't ruled a Spurs exit out, so his future is uncertain. He's Harry Kane's. So he made his debut back in 2011 against Hearts in the Europa League. He's nearly hit now century goals in the Premier League, and now I said he's on the same level as Messi and Ronaldo. We know Kane before has been on the loan to quite a few places. He's won player of the month. The PFA as well. Sorry guys, I can't rotate this. It's not rotating my phone for some reason, but yeah. Kane, prolific, good in the air, very good aerial threat. And I said Tottenham, again, very consistent last couple of years, as I do keep saying. They've been looking up to win the league. They're still waiting for a new stadium. They're doing well away from home this season. Pochettino's a very good manager. And Kane is their main player, but Spurs have done well away from home, haven't done so well at Wembley. They did get their first victory, I think, at the weekend at Wembley, but they're doing well in the Champions League so far. They've got 2 wins, got a good draw against, a top quality side, Real Madrid. But yeah, it says apparently Barcelona have been interested in Harry Kane as well. And I think Harry Kane and Romelu Lukaku, as I said, are the 2 best strikers in the Premier League without a doubt. I love Harry Kane at Manchester United. Did come out in the press the other week, apparently, that Man United willing to plot £170 million in for Harry Kane. We did go for him a couple of years ago, but never got a deal over the line for Kane. But if he does leave, I don't see him coming to Manchester United at all. He may go to Real Madrid, Harry Kane, I don't know. Because obviously, a player of his calibre wants to be playing amongst better players. He wants to be winning trophies. Is he going to be doing this with Tottenham? You just don't know, really, guys. It's pretty hard to say. But he has not ruled a Spurs exit out in the process, but apparently Barcelona have been watching him as well. He's scored about 12 goals in all competitions this season, as well as Harry Kane. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the process with that as well. But I was saying, Real Madrid is still tracking him. Apparently Ronaldo's come out and actually suggested Cristiano Ronaldo, the ex-Man United player, has come out and suggested it wouldn't be actually a good idea for Real Madrid to go and sign Kane. Obviously, Real Madrid and Ronaldo, were disappointed with their lack of investment in the window, for a club of their size, an ecstatic stadium, fantastic history, For them, they should be doing better in the window, Real Madrid. But he's basically said, Ronaldo, it wouldn't be a good idea to get Kane in. Obviously, Real Madrid lost Morata in the August window. Real Madrid lost Danilo in the window and that. But he did say, Ronaldo, he does want another striker in the team, but he doesn't think Kane would be a good idea in the current process. But the main story part this is Barcelona have been watching Eriksen and Harry Kane when they played at the Bernabeu the other night. So will Barcelona maybe willing to make a move? As I said, Kane's with more than Neymar. If Tottenham even considering even willing to sanction him off, they'll put a price tag of probably about between 195 200 million pound for Harry Kane, because his progression has been absolutely fantastic indeed. But just going on, obviously Barcelona. Obviously we know Barcelona. School got interest in Coutinho. They're trying now. Maybe if they don't get Coutinho, they may look to Christian Eriksen. But as I do keep saying about Philippe Coutinho, Barcelona are convinced they can get him in January. Could he be available in January? I do not know, but I said if Liverpool keep standing firm, being ruthless regarding the player, not willing to do any business with Barcelona, Liverpool, they may switch their attentions to Philippe Coutinho. Will Barcelona in the current process? But I said Liverpool had turned down 3 bids from Barcelona in the August window, which was 72, 89 and £114 million bid in the process. And we know Coutinho's got a 4 or 5 year deal left in 5 year. I think he's got 5 years left on his contract. He missed early parts of the season due to injury. Did Philippe Coutinho? He missed. I think he missed about 4 or 5 games due to injury. Did Philippe Coutinho, ex-Inter Milan, ex-Espanyol player as well. He's hit over century appearances now for Liverpool. I think this is his fifth. I think is his 5th season in the process. Yeah, this is his current 5th season in the process. He's Philippe Coutinho has become one of the most creative, agile midfielders since he has been at Liverpool Football Club. And as I said, Barcelona are convinced can get a deal in January. As I said, he wants to elevate to a higher level, play amongst better players, and go to a better team. And he's going to be winning trophies with Barcelona. With Liverpool, especially under Jurgen Klopp, he's not going to be achieving this. He can play attacking mid, he can play on the left as well, as we all know. Can Philippe Coutinho, but we know Barcelona did get a deal done in August due to that. Liverpool were not willing to do any business. Liverpool board were standing firm. They were not willing to accept any bids from Barcelona in the process. But obviously Liverpool will still need plans for January as well, because obviously they need to sort their defensive area out. I still think they need a prolific goal scorer at the Liverpool Football Club. So yeah, they could use Eriksen maybe if they don't get Philippe Coutinho in January. He could go next summer, could Philippe Coutinho. So that's what I'm saying in the process, guys. What would I say now? Also, it come out, but yeah, as I was saying, with the Real Madrid situation yesterday, Ronaldo did actually come out and say he was not too keen on. He come out and said he's not keen on Kane coming, but he did say he would like Real Madrid to go on and sign Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. Mourinho's not going to sell Marcus Rashford because he's grown and developed into his game absolutely fantastically well as Marcus Rashford. He's been playing, since he was 7 years of age. Fantastic player. Very, very generous on that left-hand side. His genuine pace. His contribution to his game is absolutely fantastic, is Marcus Rashford's. And as I said, for Man United, I think he's made about 50 odd appearances, scored 12, 13 goals now in the process as Marcus Rashford. Fantastic young age talent, and I can't see Mourinho willing to offload him. But yeah, apparently the Real Madrid said they could use him as an alternative if they don't get the pursuit of Harry Kane. This was in ESPN yesterday. I think it was reported in Sky Sports as well. But Rashford, as I said, what a record he's got, scoring his Champions League debut against Basel, I think, scoring his Europa League debut, scoring on his Premier League debut twice, scoring in his League Cup debut as well, scoring in his international debut for England back in 2016. But just what a fantastic player that Marcus Rashford is as well. He's been an absolutely fundamental player for us, especially in scoring the goal yesterday again, getting us the 3 points at Benfica, which was good to see as well. As I said, Real Madrid are a rich club, and Real Madrid are a rich club, as I just said. But they were currently not satisfied with their current windows, so they want to try and get more targets in January or something like that as well. And Bale could still presumably leave Real Madrid as well. Bale could still presumably leave Real Madrid as well. It come out the other week, basically. That Bale is a favourite to be sacrificed from Real Madrid. As we all said, Real Madrid basically now looking to generate the funds that they paid for him from Tottenham back in 2013, apparently. They're looking to regain them funds. Obviously, Real Madrid are losing patience, with his injuries. We know that Bale's injury prone. Could Man United go? Man United could make a move for him next summer. For about £89 million that Real Madrid said they will offload him for. I don't think Bale has any intention of leaving Real Madrid. He's won 10 honours with them. He's won 3 Champions League in 4 seasons. We know he's injury prone, but he's got good physical attributes. He's good in the air. His crossing ability is very, very good as well. And with Tottenham, won the likes of Players Player this season. He won Football of the Year. Won likes of PFA as well. Gareth Bale. Reason up the ranks for Southampton fantastically well, operated as left back. Since he'd been at Tottenham, he'd become more of an attacking player. He'd been there 6 years, made 146 appearances there, scored 42 goals in the process of Harry Kane. But and for Wales, very, very good. Second top scorer for Wales, earned over 60 caps, and been named Welsh Football of the Year a record 6 times as well. So Mourinho may go for him next summer, but obviously Real Madrid may still recommend David De Gea as part of the deal if we were to get Bale. Because we know Real Madrid have still had that long interest in David De Gea. I said nearly hit a three century of appearances now for Man United all in all. He's nearly hit he's nearly hit 3 century appearances now in all competitions Man United. We know Real Madrid have had the interest since 2015, but due to the fax machine, Real Madrid's pursuit of David De Gea had come to a conclusion. We know his future remains unclear because he may want to go play for Real Madrid one day, because he's born in Madrid. As I said, he has relatives in Madrid, his girlfriend's in Madrid, and that is David De Gea's. But since he's been at Man United, we paid 18.5 million for Atletico Madrid. That's where he's up the ranks. He's been here since 2011. I think this is his 7th season in the process. David De Gea's, but he's won Premier League with us, Europa League with us, Premier League with us, Europa League with us, FA Cup with us, League Cup with us, and just what a fantastic goalkeeper is. And he is the best goalkeeper in the world, guys, without a shadow of a doubt. But he's not yet signed a new deal with Man United as David De Gea in the process. So, but we know Real Madrid still have that long-standing interest in the current goalkeeper as well. Also with the Mesut Ozil situation now, I think Arsenal are now trying to find a buyer for Mesut Ozil in January, because it is going. I think Arsenal in reality have accepted that Ozil is not going to sign a new deal with Arsenal Football Club. I think they've been in the process of trying to secure a new deal, but I think they've accepted he's not going to sign a new deal. After Wenger did admit before that Ozil and Sancho could go in January, and I said Arsenal would rather cash in for them players. Sorry guys, I'm just a bit tired. But I said Arsenal would rather cash in for them players, but he did say to Wenger as well that Ozil does want to stay at Arsenal. He does want to sign a new contract, but it come out the other week that the contract talks had stopped between Ozil, Arsenal, and his representatives. And but he's a player that's good at creating chances, as I said, good at providing assists. Second most expensive signing it was for Arsenal, paid £42.5 million for him from Madrid, highest paid fee for a German player. But Mourinho used to work with him around Madrid, and he's been linked with a move to Manchester United. Inter Milan have also been interested in Mesut Ozil as well. Also was in Bundesliga for 5 years, but he made over century appearances with Madrid during his 3 years there with Madrid. Bonded fantastically well with Mourinho, and he's made over century appearances now for Arsenal. Mesut Ozil in the process, but he did turn down 275,000, I think it was, a week. I think he's been demanding a higher wage, but I think the high wage is over 300,000. But apparently, he did say over the other week, no team preparing to currently pay that off as well, and this is what have been suggested in the current process. But we will see what happens about that as well. But I said with the Sanchez case, it still looks realistically that Alexis Sanchez is going to be leaving Arsenal Football Club. As I said in the process, he's going to be definitely leaving Arsenal. I think City are emerged as the front runners to go on and go get him for about £20 million in January. But we know numerous teams have been interested in him. Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich in August were interested in him. So we know so many teams. Man United, AC Milan, Real Madrid, loads of teams have been interested in getting the player because he qualified on Champions League football. He demanded that he wanted a higher wage as well, did Alexis Sanchez. And Arsenal haven't got Champions League football, and but I said he was fantastic with Pep Guardiola at Barcelona. He's bonded fantastically well. He's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons with Arsenal. He's now made over a century appearances at Arsenal. He risen up the ranks with underknees. City was so close to getting a deal over the line for him at the end of the window. They initially had a 60 million bid accepted, but due to that Arsenal couldn't find that replacement, it never materialised. Sanchez going to Manchester City. There was talks about Raheem Sterling as part of the deal, but City were not willing to offload him as part of the deal. But yeah, I do think Sanchez will go because Sanchez is coming to an end of his deal. Ozil coming to an end of his deal. But I do think that they are both going to go in the process. At least one will go in January at least. But obviously Arsenal's main priority targets were obviously Lemar. I think Arsenal may return for Thomas Lemar in January. I think they may return for him in January, as saying about Thomas Lemar. As I did say, now Arsenal may have the pursuit of Lemar because apparently the German press are reporting that Munich have dropped out of the race because reportedly, apparently they're interested in Lemar in August as well. But I think Arsenal, if Arsenal were to come in with a staggering amounts of money in January for Lemar, Arsenal could land Lemar in January, but they didn't get him in the August window. As I said, Lemar, 14 goals, 17 assists last season in all competitions. Was at Chan, made 32 appearances for Chan as well. Monaco paid just over £3 million for him, and he's become a fantastic young age prospect, as I said. Very good for France as well. Is the player. Also made his international debut in 2016 against Ivory Coast, and also the president had confirmed that Lemar is likely to leave next summer. He said it might not happen in January, but he's likely to leave next summer. He did say Arsenal, Liverpool were interested. He said Arsenal were closest to getting him, but he did say Lemar did want to leave Monaco and wanted to make the move to the Premier League in the current process. But yeah, he wanted to make the move to the Premier League, did Thomas Lemar, but Arsenal may return for him in January. But Arsenal had 2 bids rejected for him in August. Liverpool had 2 bids rejected for him in August. And Arsenal, right at the end, put a £92 million bidding for the player, but never materialised in the process. And I said his passing ability is good, his dribbling is very good. He can play anywhere through the centre, can play on the flanks as well. Very good player is Lemar. Monaco did raise a lot of money in the August window, you know, for the departure of their player. So they're going to have plans for January as well. But also we know that Mahrez has been an Arsenal target as well in the August window as well. Mahrez has been an Arsenal target in the August window as well. Riyad Mahrez, as I said, very good for Leicester. You know, he's won the likes of the PFA with Leicester. He's won Algerian Football of the Year with Leicester City as well. Made his Algerian international debut in 2014. Won the Premier League with Leicester. You know, won the Championship with Leicester as well. He's won the Premier League, he's won the Championship with Leicester as well as Riyad Mahrez. Ex-Lee Harvey player, was there quite a few years. Also played in the Lee Harvey reserve team as well. Did Riyad Mahrez. I think he's made about, in the Premier League, I think he's made about 111 appearances and scored 28 goals. So he has made over century appearances now for Leicester. Scored about 28 goals in the process as Riyad Mahrez. But strong, quick, good in the air, good at driving forward, good with the ball. As I said, and I said won the PFA quite a few times as well as Riyad Mahrez. So yeah, I do really like him in the process, but Arsenal have been interested in him. Arsenal may make a move for him in January as well, but that's been another target as a replacement for Alexis Sanchez in the process as well. I'll also update on the day. But yes, going back to the situation, it's about the start of the video. It did say Barcelona were caught watching Eriksen and Harry Kane at the Bernabeu. Barcelona were keeping an eye out for him at the Bernabeu, Harry Kane and Eriksen. So Barcelona were keeping a close eye out on Eriksen and Harry Kane. I said Eriksen's been Tottenham now. I think this is 50 is the process. Tottenham signed him for 11.5 million back in 2013 from Ajax. Very, very good with Ajax. You know, won titles with Ajax. As I said, you know, won Danish Football of the Year quite a few times. Won Ajax Talent of the Future, Talent of the Year as well. He's also won Tottenham Player of the Year award as well. Made his international debut for Denmark 2000 March 2010. Youngest player to play in 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa as well was Christian Eriksen. But yeah, very, very good player in the process as well. It's also saying they're tracking in, they were eyeing Harry Kane as well, but that's essentially a Real Madrid target as well. But Ronaldo's come out and suggested he does not want Kane, but I think he would like Marcus Rashford to come in at Real Madrid, but I just do not see that happening in the given process. And he's made 142 appearances to Spurs as Eriksen, and he's scored 34 goals in the current process. So yeah, guys, that's everything to update you today. That's the main part of this video. Tell me what you think to this situation. Drop your comments, likes below. Subscribe to the channel as always, and take it easy, guys. And I'll see you all on my next video. Bye.